Hi there, today I'm going to show you what procedure, what stuff that I use for my decoupage. Since a lot of people are asking me, it's uh, it's not a big deal, it's not a rocket science, it's just a simple few steps that you do and you get what you want. So let me start first with I paint my wood, glass, steel, whatever. I paint it with gesso, uh, two coats. Between each coat, there is an hour and a half, 2 hours wait. And once I have put my second coat and I have waited and it's fully dried, I then start doing my decoupage with my napkins. Why do I paint with gesso? I paint with gesso any object that I'm using. First and foremost, because it should not be a soft surface. It should be at least a bit rough for the decoupage glue to hold on. Second, because the napkin is so transparent, if you put it on a dark surface, it could not show, or you can't see the actual design of it. I have a mistake over here. I did this and then I realized, and then I put the other coat. Well, I did one reverse and one non-reverse, and you could hardly see anything. And I then did this and you could clearly see the background of Chanel on it. And this is another. This was the other mistake I did. At the beginning I didn't paint it, and then I had to remove it and paint it, and yet anyway, it was a disaster. However, let's get back to the napkin. Okay, now you need to remove the two layers from the back, which I usually put the masking tape, and I apply it at the back, not on the front, and I then just pull out the layers and make it just one layer. So you see, it comes out easily. So you see how see-through it is compared to this one. Okay, and now we will start our decoupage. I will show you in a minute. My other mistake was this glass. I did not apply gesso, and I applied the transparent paper, so you could see a lot of mistakes and brush strokes and all that. Anyway, it was a disaster, and now also it's a disaster after painting it. However, so you get your napkin, any design, whatever you like, and then you remove the black layers. Did I say black? I mean back layers. You put a masking tape and you just remove it, it peels off. Why do we need to peel it off? Because if you don't peel the layers, the two down layers will stick to the object and the main layer will just come out or will come off after a while. However, so I usually use Mod Podge, matte or gloss, whatever you have, it doesn't make a difference. Or you can also use the decoupage glue, it doesn't make a difference as far as it's transparent. Oh, it dries transparent. However, over here I use the Mod Podge, and I will show you on the other side the other procedure and how it's done. So this is my napkin. At the beginning I place my napkin, which design I want, in the middle. I usually take from the middle, I don't take it from the sides because it has these lines on it. So I put my, like this, and then I make sure it's flat. You need to have patience. You make sure you apply in sections, and then you add a piece of plastic on your finger, and then you just dab it to remove the bubbles which are already being into this. You make sure you don't pull a lot so it doesn't tear with you while applying the Mod Podge. See, you just need to make sure that these and then you soft hand. The other way is you apply your Mod Podge or your Decoupage glue on the object with a thin layer. You make sure that the layer is very thin. You can't put a lot of Mod Podge on it so it doesn't absorb into the tissue and tears it up. So you do it like this. You pull gently, and then this is what you do so you don't get wrinkles. Soft hand, you see, you just move the wrinkles off your object. See? It doesn't. I did a few things off the camera. I applied the decoupage glue and I fixed it. As you see, there is no bubbles. One thing happened, I forgot that I had applied on top, so I used this plastic, and see what happened? This tore apart. It doesn't make a difference. You can fix it. It doesn't matter if you tear a bit. You can fix it on the second layer of your Mod Podge. Now after I have done the down layer, I will apply on the top layer, and then any bubbles I can just remove it while applying the second coat of glue. So you see, you take them on the side so the glue the bubbles come out from the corners of your object. Make sure your brush is not dry. After we finish the outer part of the tray, we will go in. Not the fully inside part, it's just this part of the tray. The inside part we can do it later. Doesn't make a difference. You see? And you need to press on the tissue. You need to press, not very hard, but you need to press so you don't get bubbles all over or wrinkles. It's more than wrinkles than bubbles. You see, I got few bubbles. There you go. And then you just take it on the outer side of the tray. However, after you've applied your second coat, you leave it to dry for 30 minutes, and then you can remove the excess from the sides by sanding it. I did this one. This was my first attempt, and it had a lot of mistakes, like if you can see the overlap over here, you see the overlap here, because I took it from in to out, not from out to in. So this was one mistake. And then I didn't wait for the paint to dry, so you see the paint started leaking from underneath the napkin, and the napkin itself has a lot of wrinkles, bubbles, because I did it at once. You should do it in sections so you don't get bubbles and wrinkles. And that's it. See you tomorrow.